Is everybody ready, everybody?
Is that a rock fact or like?
No, I'm clearly the GM. Isaac couldn't make it today.
Oh, I guess we'll have to
Is this
cancel
camera
then.
on?
Oh
I
dang!
don't want Isaac to miss anything.
Wait,
I
no,
really wanted to
like
play this game.
they told me everything. They told me all the plans. They
Yeah,
told
but
me that
Well,
you
hey,
guys were going to
Jackson.
die today,
yeah,
so I'm really good at that.
we can
Well, hey,
play.
Jackson. Do you want to do East as a backup? Or...
Yeah, dude, I'm so ready.
Sorry guys, I don't know what that was about. I hope that I
Okay,
hope that looked good.
we could dive right
Yeah.
back into Grim Dawn. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I'm excited, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good evening. I am here. Just like last time, we'll have like a buffer. Make sure we're all seated, and if anybody has any questions, maybe do a little recap. Uh, but welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary, and it's time for Momship. Everyone, introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Jackson, and I'm sober.
Hello, my name is Sean, also known as the Talking Skull. He, him, and I am the king of mommy ship.
The king of mommy ship? What makes you qualified to be the king of mommy ship?
I'm not qualified. That's the point.
Oh. What are you trying to say about my character, Sean? She's a captain.
No. It's just it's the setting, not the characters. Don't worry.
Gotcha. Yeah, everybody has a job that nobody's actually qualified to do. Welcome everyone. For those who don't know, Mothership is a tabletop RPG where it is set in kind of a science fiction horror game setting. And I have been writing the module for this, and it officially goes by the title of God of Limbs. So, and I've been working on this for now. How many years ago was 2017?
A lot.
But yes, back in 2017, I tried to run the setting, and I felt like we had a good enough time.
I liked
Let me do it again.
I liked it enough that I remember it happening 8 years later. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember that it happened.
There you go.
That's how my memory works.
I do remember a couple key details about it. Yeah, like I remember a couple NPCs, and I played a character that was like deathly afraid of human females.
Wow. You were an anime character. That wouldn't happen in this game this time, would it?
I'm pretty sure the android is an anime character.
How dare you?
Sorry, Quincy. It's the truth.
I did my best. Listen, I have a body type that I've slotted into, okay? I can't help myself.
Uh-huh.
Quincy's an isekai.
This is how
And
I
your
draw
body
people
type
now.
is birds.
Yes, my body type is birds. I thought everybody knew that. Also, hello, Silos. I guess to kind of catch everybody up, we'll start with this first. What does everyone remember from last time?
I remember all
We
of them.
all woke up from cryo sleep. We all got situated, met the crew, and we're on our way to Tennyson Station to investigate a incident. And when we got there, the station's all fucked up, and it's making spooky noises at us. And the docks are all broken, so we've got to figure out how to get on board.
Jackson, anything to add to that? That you can think of?
There's something major that, well, I mean, there were other things, like we did our little television shows, and did our coffee, and did Fred's parents are on Tennyson Station, which is doing him a big concern. Kind of wants to turn this. Was originally going to turn this into like a repair or a piloting mission or whatever, but now it's a go in, grab these two people, and get out. So priorities
Gotcha.
have changed already. I
Then
think we even said that we're willing to pass on Diamond sushi if we had to because if it's too dangerous for sushi, then it's too dangerous for sushi.
hey, that's still to be determined, in my opinion. That's still to be determined, in my opinion. uh, I guess then. Next, do you guys have any immediate questions?
No, I mean, I think the last thing that we left off is that we all voted that we were going to go ahead and try and get on board. I don't remember which doc we were going to look at. I know we have our good drawing of the docs now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very
I
nice.
remember that some of them are in various states of disrepair, but I don't remember which one we were actually going to go to.
Gotcha. Well, Rhea Doc is fucked. It is damaged in such a way that it is not accessible from the outside in any way, shape, or form. Like the
Yeah.
the
And
doors
that's
seem
the
to be
district that we ultimately
yeah.
want to get to.
Yeah, this is where you're this is where Jackson's or this is where Fred's
Yeah.
parents are. Um this Titan has a power outage, but otherwise it seems like the docks are still accessible and Iapetus seems to be functioning like normal. Like there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it externally at all. Um,
Gotcha.
so
Is that the one we
uh,
were going to then?
I
And if
mean,
not, why not?
we'll have that discussion. Um,
Okay.
but
I thought we already had that discussion is why I asked. But
gotcha.
maybe we didn't.
There is also something in Titan Dock. That is actually where your original job was, anyways. So,
Oh, right. That's why we weren't going straight to Iapetus.
yes. So Titan is actually your job's goal. And then Jackson's parents are on Rhea. I
Wasn't there
like
some question about the internal rail system? Didn't we have reason to suspect that the internal rail system may or may not be working all the way around the station? Or do we
uh
just not know yet?
there was, I believe, confirmed damage here. There is confirmed
Okay.
damage there from the outside that looks like maybe there's structural damage that might like make it difficult to access from that direction.
Can I just say thank you for this diagram? This makes it so much
Actually,
easier to visualize the situation compared to last
Yeah.
time.
isn't this is what I want to do? So if you need something visualized, definitely let me know, and there will magically be a picture next time. And also, you guys can draw on this. That's the other thing is this is not just me. You guys can also utilize this for that. So if you
Yeah.
ever need to make a note, you can draw directly on it and stuff. Like that. I hope it also like design wise makes sense too. Like the idea that since it's a ring, it is a ring that spins. Gravity is like going outward, right? So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
start at the bottom and you can move up, and everyone is oriented like out on the ring when you're standing on it. You're actually standing on the outside of the ring positionally. So
Yeah.
like yeah, to which there's
Wait,
just a
the
fun
outside?
that was poorly done. It's Halo. I'm just gonna say it. It's a ring world. You stay. You.
Sure. It works the way we think it works.
Yes, it actually does the
I
thing that it does.
yeah. No, it's a I got you.
There's also kind of a fun thing. I added this below. It's just a little bit more, just like fun physics, sci-fi. Right below it is to get an idea of like what it looks like and how it operates in conjunction with Tennyson. I didn't actually make a note of this, but its orbit is 24 Earth hours, and it does work on an Earth day. And ideally, it works. It in theory, the way that I think of it is it actually orbits parallel to Saturn and the Sun. So it has a natural day-night, where during the day, when it's between the sun and Saturn, it actually catches natural daylight, and then when it's behind Saturn, Saturn's body is able to block it to make a natural night. Which I just felt proud of. I just felt proud of that. It just seemed cool.
So it rotates in a way to be. This is a lot of hard math to ask out of you all of a sudden.
Uh-huh.
It rotates in a way to be a 24-hour Earth day. Like,
It orbits.
Like
it orbits. So its rotation is I don't know the central future. I don't have
One
that mapped
station
out.
year is equal to 1 Earth day.
Yes. Sean got it because the orbit around Saturn is 1 day. The spinning of the ring itself is just to generate gravity.
It goes all the way around.
It's really fast.
It goes all the way around Saturn in a day.
You know, fair enough, I might need to change that. I didn't think about the math there. I forget how big fucking Saturn is.
Saturn
Okay.
is one of the big ones.
It might be ooh,
Yeah, because
that's
we
true.
go all the way around the sun in a year. That's
Well, fuck. How dare you make my science fiction better to make me actually have to figure out how to solve that? Damn it. Well then.
Sorry, your friends are nerds.
It's okay. I can't
that's why-
see. It just goes to show it's really hard to write sci-fi because you really can't think of everything. I think it's really hard.
Yeah.
That said, I'll figure that out then. Well, they get a month of fucking day. They get a week of day and a week of night, I guess. I don't know.
It was just
That's
really
so
enjoying.
fair.
I mean, a week of day and a week of night is very fun. I always
That
just
is-
enjoy the idea of this thing rocketing at light speed
Yeah,
around the fucking Saturn.
You know, when you put it that way, I immediately had the thought of like, oh wait, yeah, Saturn itself is like a multitude of like a couple thousand times bigger than Earth.
yeah. I did
Oops.
do a goggle because I got curious about it. It is approximately 9 times wider and just volume wise could hold approximately 760 Earths within its volume.
I mean, I could do the math. I could see how quickly like the moon rotates around Earth and figure that kind of stuff out. But that's semantics.
Well, I think
Yeah,
that's
we don't
more.
have to get into all that right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Say, there's nighttime sometimes.
There's
There's
nighttime
nighttime
sometime,
sometimes and there's daytime sometimes. Maybe it's even imperfect. I don't
That's
know.
all we really need.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
a 48-hour day. It's more it's like daylight savings time from hell. Like it's like 3 days before night happens.
I do. Well, sorry. Let me Google one last question. I'm sorry because we might be able to. How quickly?
20 to 15 to
Does
20
a
minutes start, Sean.
satellite-
We've got 10 more minutes.
You know what? Actually, no. Let's put this back in the menu. You could do a low Earth orbit in about 90 minutes. A satellite can orbit Earth in 90 minutes. Low Earth orbit can orbit the Earth 16 times a day. So if we're doing something that's
actually makes sense.
9 times wider, I think they're going. And for what it's worth, by the way, something in low Earth orbit is going about 17,500 miles per hour. So that thing is booking.
Yep.
But if you ramp up that speed a little bit more, yeah, actually, I'm the fool. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you have to remember, Jackson, also, the best way to write about space is to remember things can happen in space, and space is big. So
Yeah.
that's really what matters, right? Like, you know, like, even if you're moving because if you calculate how fast the fucking Earth is moving through space, you're like, we're moving that fast through space? And it's like, yeah. And you don't fucking feel it because it's relative.
Because it's relative, right? Yeah.
Mhm. So,
I know. It kind of took us on a but it's cool. Actually, you know what? It's cool that it's legitimately feasible.
That's what I'm going for here. Legitimately feasible is that's a book. That's a big thumbs up for my science fiction writing.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I felt like I had another thing to ask. But we got sidetracked and I don't remember, and I think I'm good to go. So, if everybody else is ready, is everybody ready? And also, hi, Silos. No,
Silos.
damn it,
Oh,
Silos!
why?
Don't you start him yet. Also, I guess final reminder to everybody out there: when it comes to doing the live play sessions, if we are in the middle of a scene, we will try to conclude the scene before catching back up with chat. Also, sometimes the best times to catch up is probably around ad breaks and stuff. So just know if chat is going, we encourage you guys to keep going. If we don't respond to you immediately, Sean has been really good about typing in chat, to which thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. So
We will catch up. We will catch
yes,
up.
we will try to catch up. We like to focus on the scene when the scene is happening. So, anyways, I think we're all good to go. I thought I had something else, but you distracted me well enough, Jackson. Good job.
So I'm here for.
I'm hot to go.
All right.
Also, best of luck listening, Silas.
Yes, I mean this is the best format for that. This is part list. You don't have to. I have I feel like I've worked very hard on a visual element that absolutely you don't need. It's just there for fun and flavor and my players.
Ask someone to pass you that aux port so that you can hook us up to the big speaker.
I'm sorry. You live all the way in Texas.
I meant for Silos. Silos is
I
out of
thought you were
state.
just doing a vocal warm up at first.
All right. Where we left off, you guys were approaching the station. You're still about 9 hours out, and I think there was a plan to at least slow down for the time being until you guys have a little bit more of a concrete plan. And last time, you did resolve that you were going to board Tennyson. One of
Yes.
the major things that hasn't been determined is which dock you guys were interested in going for. As we kind of like refreshed and were looking at, the two docks that are still safe to use, Titan and Iapetus, I believe, man, now I'm feeling like, did I write that? Oh, I should have made that note somewhere. Oh, I should have made that note somewhere. Because I believe, yes, one of the things I did it wrong.
You did it wrong.
I did it wrong.
My plan.
Aha.
You've destroyed my plan.
So, part of
Yes, that does actually look more familiar to what I was remembering.
yes,
I was like,
Yeah, it matches what I remembered it being.
I was like,
yes.
what? Yeah, because I was sitting there, I was like, why would we board the semi-broken borked? Why not just go through good one and then travel from good one?
Mm-hmm. So,
We can't.
you guys have, after having just finished a drink and a toast with Joanna, I'm gonna say she is going to back up from. I'm gonna say you're like in. You guys are in the cockpit right now, and maybe there's like a slight like planning table that you guys can like kind of corral around in this kind of still pretty tight space, but there's like enough to be able to like walk around like in single file lines. Um, she steps back and says, "Okay, I'm going to take about an hour I'm going to get in contact with Starbus. Let them know what the situation is right now and what they advise. They can help us, or what they have available to help us with. I have some ideas off the top of my head what they can do, but I'm going to confer with them. She looks up between you three, and I'm gonna say looks at Polia first and says, "Do you have any idea, or what would you like to do in the next hour?"
Wait, she asks me what I want to do for the next hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, we'll. I would like to have a better idea of exactly where we are landing and what we need to be preparing for. I mean, it sounds like we can get on to Iapetus if we are just trying to get on board the station and then figure things out from there. That might be the easiest plan.
Okay. Fred, any prep that you have in mind?
Yep, this makes sense. It's actually making more sense now because first I was thinking Titan because it's the closest to Rhea, but honestly, if we can just take it straight shot all the way through, just hop two ports. Why not? Maybe we can barter them down into giving us clearance to Iapetus at a much faster rate.
Uh, Quincy also says. Quincy says, "Hmm. Well, personally, I think if we're wanting to go circuitously, I actually think Titan would be best. Yes, it would take some work getting directly into the dock, but the amount of time it would take to go around all the way from Iapetus would actually take more time than it would take to access Titan with a certain
That's
amount of
assuming we can get through.
hmm, that I can reassure. Even if it has a power outage, it seems that auxiliaries still is accessible. So, and there are, if auxiliaries is accessible, either remotely or directly through direct contact with the dock, you can find a way to open those doors. Uh,
Well,
jo- Joanne also says, and I do agree with Quincy. I mean, Titan Dock is the main reason that we're going there, anyways. Um, Iapetus doesn't seem to really have anything for us there, so I do agree that it is, from looking at it, a safer entry point.
well, and it seems like we've made our decision.
Seems so. What do you plan on doing there at the Titan at this point?
She sighs, and says, "Well, what I was meant to do there, try to get the power back on Titan, anyways. Find out what happened in the dock. Just get that report prepared. From there, we can head over to Rhea and try to get your parents."
Best of luck.
Well, don't count yourself out. I might need your help, anyways, with getting the power back on in the dock. She looks at Fred and says, "I'm not a mechanic."
You might need to be, I guess. I wouldn't call myself a mechanic, a handyman at best, but
Either way,
um,
And Quincy speaks up. Either way, the power is out on the dock. Well, we will be landlocked in the dock until power is restored. The elevator.
Yeah.
There's a central elevator for the entirety of the pylon leading from the dock up to residence and some of the tower pylons. Without power from the dock, the elevator wouldn't have access.
I see. Well, whatever we got to do to get a raise. So if the rails are down, then or we can't get to them, then guess we'll do what we gotta do.
All
Well,
right.
I'm going to go take a nap until we get there.
Yeah.
She
Honestly,
chuckles and just says, "Before your nap, just also double check all your gear."
I've been
no.
checking my gear all goddamn day.
As you wave around a scaffold.
Yeah.
Honestly, nap's not a bad idea. It's I mean, shit, we're like what 9 or 22 hours, really depend on who you ask. I mean, that's damn near a full day.
I'm sure there will be much to do once we get there.
All right.
I'm getting work like a workhorse one way or another.
She just says, "Okay, well, if you need me, I'll be I'll be on the call or I'll be on call with Starbus.
Yeah.
If anything, I need to let him know what's going on. I'm sure the millset clearance is going to be a hassle, and I have a bad feeling. I just have a bad feeling about that. By the way.
Yeah. Good luck. Let us know. Let us know what the big wigs want.
All right. Um. Okay. Uh. So, just to make sure, then you guys are good with going for Titan Dock.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh. I will say I'll have like a free. You guys both mentioned what you were gonna do for the next hour. These are kind of like free scenes. Where do each of you go?
Honestly, his nap idea was actually pretty good. I know that's not actively doing a thing
I mean, we're just
necessarily.
waiting to get to Tennyson at this point, so yes,
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm napping.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, EP.
Yeah. I'll say you guys like go take some TLC to go relax for a little bit while you can. Get like a quick nap. Uh, Trying to think. Uh, I'd say like you before your nap before nap time. Um, uh, Quincy does say to both of you, um, if we're gonna go ahead with Titan, I kind of want to clear something up just to know what we need, what you guys, what I'll need for your guys' help. Uh, Quincy says, if I can remote access the dock, I will. There's. I'll either need help getting that remote access, or will need help getting somebody to get a direct line to the dock.
Big English, Quincy. What are you asking?
Simply, um, mainly I'll need help with the computer system one way or another.
That's what I thought you were asking. Uh, I've written some old Perl scripts once or twice. I know it's a dead language from 150 years ago, but no, it's like 200. Anyway, I can. I'm a little script kiddie, I guess you could call me. Like,
They look over to Kolya and just say, "Well then, that makes it simple. Kolya will fly the ship."
Quincy, I liked you at first, but I'm starting to decide that I was wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should work on my sense of humor, I guess. Uh,
Quincy, I should really dial back and say that like the one thing I've actually properly trained in is flying a ship. Maybe call you. Do you want to fiddle with his computer?
I mean, I can take a look. I don't know. I don't know dick from fuck about it, but I'll see what I can do.
don't call it that.
Um, Quincy doesn't have those, so
Oh, was I being insensitive? I don't. I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
I do believe, actually, Kolya, you are also technically supposed to be support programmer, and I would need the help, any that you can
How
provide.
did you learn that? Who told you?
Starbus informs us all of our positions. They
I'm
seem
all
just looking
concerned.
through the files. Unbelievable.
of all of our numerous positions.
The files are public.
Can't believe this place.
Needless to say, and maybe this is most important, Kolya, you really do have two options. You got me a direct line, theoretically, it would be faster. When I mean direct line, I mean directly in contact with the station. Fred would have to keep us in close enough proximity, which might be more dangerous. If we did it remotely, it might take longer, but with your help, it would still be possible.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I can make a toy boat sail. Point me to the wheel, and I got you.
All right. I'm gonna say you guys take about an hour of break. Um, when you guys kind of like rouse from the from your guys' crew quarters, I'm gonna say like it's a little bit less than that hour. You hear a door. You hear the like door. Let's say like you have your crew's quarters, and then there's like a like dining kind of like living space, shared living space. That's like kind of compact. To like be able to provide that space. Uh, and you hear two sets of footsteps walk in, and Joe, you hear Joanna's voice, and she goes, "All right, Doctor. I don't know what's going on, but I do think I have at least some questions. Um, what are your guys' response to hearing that?"
Just a deep sigh.
What you got?
Do either of you pop your head in or anything?
Oh, I misinterpreted. I thought she walked in and said I have some questions. My bad.
No, you're good.
Uh,
She's talking to somebody.
okay.
I'm
Not
gonna
this
be
one.
honest. I thought she was talking to me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm just playing cards.
I'm the doctor on the ship.
Hey,
Um,
to be fair, there are other doctors. You guys just haven't talked to them.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
uh,
know that either.
then quick clarifying update. Maybe you should have asked that if you remembered that. You guys also have passengers. You have a group that are associated with Rosebud Pharmaceutical, which is a kind of pharmaceutical conglomerate in the solar system that is responsible for a decent amount of medical um, like support in the solar system, like a lot of medical tech and a lot of medicine and stuff like that. So they are a well known brand, and you have a group. One, it seems like two doctors, and then peculiarly a milsect officer is actually accompanying them, which is slightly bizarre because they they are specifically like in their group with them. Um,
Yeah.
so yes, that's what if that was there's two sets of footsteps, and you hear Joanna say that. I'm gonna say like if it's like a room away, like it's audible. It's not like a secret.
Sure,
I'm
I'll mosey in.
I'm
Uh,
just
okay.
playing cards.
Uh, Kolya, you see the um Rosebud doctor from before, kind of standing up to Kolya with their arms folded, and maybe looking a little bit sheepish, I guess. And they just say, I uh, and Captain Joanna just says, um, "You have any idea what's going on the station? Why did you call for or why did you say it was important to get onto the station quickly?" And he like looks between Joanna and Kolya and just says, "Listen, I can't say much. Can't. Just know that it is important that that my representation on Tennyson is necessary for Rosebud. I need to get there, and that's all that is important for you all to know." Um, they they're like looking between the three of you. If you're also here, Fred. Uh,
Um,
Go ahead.
I was in the next room, or I guess in the barracks or bunker or whatever, just uh entertaining myself. But if I can hear them, then I'll listen in.
Okay.
Look,
Um,
we're about to put our lives on the line here for whatever it is that your fucking corporation is trying to do.
now,
The least you can do is tell us what kind of danger we're getting ourselves into.
he he looks at Kolya very concerned, and Joanna kind of also pipes in and says, "I absolutely agree. I don't want to put these people's lives in danger, and not knowingly, anyways, without at least having an idea of what is happening on that station. If you have an idea," and he looks concerned and says, "No, it looks bad. Trust me, I know it looks bad. What you have to understand is what specifically is happening on Tennyson. Unprecedented. I will tell you what I know right now. What I know right now is whatever is happening is it is unexpected. Okay? There is very important research being done, Tennyson. And I am being sent a representative Rosebud find out the accountability of what has happened on the stage.
I'll finally walk in after. So does that mean you don't know or you do know?
He says, okay, I'll start. I'll start from the beginning. My name is, oh shit, I didn't update the name. Fuck. Damn.
It's a very strange name you have, sir.
How does your name relate to? Do you know what's going on?
My name, well, I'm a researcher.
Settle down. It's story time.
I'm a researcher for Rosebud. Dr.
Cool.
Maison Barker. Okay?
Cool.
What's happening on Tennyson is important. What's being done on Tennyson is important because Rosebud has found
what's being done on Tennyson.
They have found remarkable advances. Biotechnology in medicine. And I'm not shitting you. We're talking about cures to diseases humanity has struggled with to this day.
I've got a PhD. That's cool, though.
It would be very silly for them to be working on cures to diseases that we don't struggle with anymore.
I don't.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to interrupt you.
Well, you can't interrupt me if I don't say anything.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Nothing you have said so far has anything to do with what kind of danger we're getting ourselves into, which is the question that I was trying to get you to answer.
Okay. Honest, Rosebud doesn't know.
We don't know. All right.
What is caused this out? We don't know what is caused. What is being caused on the station? That's why I'm being sent to be able to find out. Rosebud has been doing research utilizing. It has been doing research with xenoarthensis and has found verifiable working cures and new medical technology that we did not have before. Whatever has happened, Rosebud wants to know.
They don't
because
know.
nothing had happened before now.
So what you're telling us is that you're experimenting with alien DNA.
They say they kind of sigh. And they say, not exactly.
You're experimenting on human DNA.
No, not at all. Though.
Okay, well, you've been incredibly unhelpful, but thank you for confirming at least that I am not crazy for these other people who may not have known up until now.
Look.
I'm going back to bed.
All I will say is that whatever is happening on board, Rosebud is prepared to take full responsibility for, but it needs to know what happened. Because any they say all of the work we've been doing up to this point didn't have any kind of outright no. He says we had been taking all of the precautions, every precaution, everything that could go wrong, and all of our research, everything that we've found, everything that we've discovered regarding it. With we've been taking the right precautions to make sure nothing could go wrong.
Clearly.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Doc, which is, Rosebud's taking full responsibility, which is nice. So when we all dock on the station, all of us, like I think I'm gonna be trying to tinker with some electricals to get some stuff going so I can get over to Red. Are you guys gonna just be going on in and handling the danger and stuff, and
That
we
that
just leave it
that
to you?
that the plan.
Wow.
I I mean, what I do know is what we were working on regarding our research there. We found some kind of we found some kind of strain of what seems to be a bacteria, maybe something that can operate on the cellular level and do quite remarkable biological functions and even bioengineering. We were doing a lot of research to understand how it worked. One of the things we found is that it can be used. We did a lot of research and found its utilization, medicine, real medicine. They actually pull out a vial. They pull out a vial. It's a kind of like little liquid container. Um, and it's kind of like off yellow in color. And they just say, we we have material.
This is
What it,
urine.
it's he laughs and he says it's not urine.
Some people call it piss.
Okay, yes, I am gonna do this. He goes over to your fridge. And I'm gonna say he pulls out.
That's my Cobb salad. You leave that alone, you piece of shit.
No, I'm gonna say he pulls out like I'm trying to think what they would probably have in space. I'm gonna say like, yeah, if you guys were fuck it. Yeah, he pulls out like a chicken leg and thigh
Wow.
and just looks at Julia and just says, I see that you have another doctor on board, or is there a sort of station or lab work that you have here?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's see what you've got to offer.
He goes and um you guys follow him to the laboratory. Uh and he fills like a syringe with like a few milligrams of this liquid. And he says, and I'm gonna say like you have like specimen containers. And he says, okay, and injects the leg, this chicken thigh, and then I'm gonna say like this container is enclosed. He can like close it, And you guys watch it for a few minutes, and Joanna's like, "Is this gonna do something?" And he's just like, "Just give it a minute." And very subtly, you start to see the kind of like leg joint where the knee is, like if it's like a chicken quarter, start to kind of like seemingly bend on its own. Um, and a few minutes later, like 30 seconds later, it's like flexing in and out the leg itself and seems to be moving. And he
You've
says,
activated the nervous system of this dead bird.
not not quite. See, the work that we've been doing, whatever this bacteria is, it seems to biologically excite. It seems to systematically excite biological material. And
Like thermally?
yes. And you could even see like a like kind of device, like you see like a heating device, or like a thermometer kind of like tick up on the specimen
Oh, is
container.
it about to? This about to become some crispy chicken or what?
I
I mean, we're getting back into my world. Like, are we like, is this edible in like 5 minutes or something like that? Like, what's
well,
this really doing to it?
I do not
it's
think
kind
this
of
is microwave.
it's twitching and moving like inside of the specimen cage, and seems to like be like it's not just like a nervous reaction. It's like the leg is like moving and seeming to feel around inside of the container. Now, before you say anything, we know how this works, especially in a condition like this. This will become a nerd again in an hour. Oh no, not Nad! Fuck. Hey, that'll give me time to
About to
think.
become inert in 40 seconds.
God
Mm-hmm.
damn it. Uh, oh, the pain. Oh, the struggle and the pain of writing myself into a situation like this, where there's probably nothing I could say, but you know what? I'm making experience. Who fucking cares at this point? um.
Well, we'll catch more of this program after a word from our sponsors.
Thank you, Space Chicken, here to provide the freshest eight-legged chickens this side of Neptune. Space Chicken. We make more nuggets per bird in the solar system.
You need to get one of those dramatic, like, drum beat things that they use to end, like, cliffhanger ad breaks, or cliffhangers before ad breaks on TV shows so that you can play that whenever an ad starts.
And when an ad ends, that way people can come back and be like, "We're back." But this scene won't take too much longer. If anything, the ad caught me off guard, so it's like, well, shit. Now I feel embarrassed because I don't think the scene is gonna be much longer. um. Uh. But yeah. I feel like though, if there's anything, I was like, I'm gonna have a moment like this. I'm gonna try my best. I'm like, damn it, I did the thing where I was like, I'm gonna set up a situation, and nothing I'm saying is something that the characters want to hear. Fuck. But I tried. I feel like everyone has to try once. It never works. but everyone has to try once.
Yeah, it's
Try
kind of
what?
Oh, you know, or maybe you don't. I don't know. I just like the idea of like being like, hey, we're gonna have a moment where we're gonna try to interface with a part of the like the kind of like because yeah, I totally I wanted to try to like be like okay, I want to give the players and the characters something to chew on, so that way they aren't just like yeah we're going in there blind. And I wanted to try to
Mhm.
make it at least sound like I think the angle I want to go for is like that the doctor is trying to be completely honest because they are being completely honest and like knows that if this has become a dangerous situation that genuinely they want to get to the bottom of it is what I was trying to go for. But also, I know this is like one of those moments of like, yeah, but we're still in danger, so fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, you also have like one of the most anti-corporate people as a player, so like, you
That'll
know.
help actually. Because that's actually something that I think I want to establish by the end of the scene. And I won't clarify. Um, uh, but you'll see. I think you reminded me of something that was like, oh yeah, that's maybe an important part that I should bring up that I technically have it at this point. Um, uh, that I think will be that'll help maybe not make you hate this guy as much. I also was just gonna be curious how because Sean's character, you're kind of like science biology adjacent. I want to get a read on what your character's general feeling is on this, if they're generally yucked out or if they have any interest. So
I mean, he wants to know everything he can. Like, really, he, in theory, is on board with investigating the Xenorthensis and like learning as much as we can about them because I think he sees it as like a ticking time bomb. He just also has, because of his experience with it, uh, strong feelings about what being cautious with that looks like, and taking
mhm.
it up onto a civilian occupied station is not his idea of caution.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Um, the ad break's about to end. I think I got all that actually helped get my ducks in line for what's about to happen next. So thank goodness. Uh well welcome back everyone. If you had ads, you didn't miss anything. We were just talking about bullshit.
We were just spitting
Um
shit,
but welcome
Mhm.
back everyone to get back into
spitting
it.
behind the scenes shit though.
Uh-huh. You getting to see me process. um
True.
Uh, but Maison continues, and he says, "We've found applications for this technology. It keeps donor organs safe in a way, whilst for longer, whilst making them still viable over what you could imagine would be very difficult over the vastness of the solar system. Helps with also with necrotic tissue on living subjects." And he pauses for a second and he says, specimen tests with, and I know what you think, but no, we have not utilized any human subjects.
What about uh, tissue on non-living, no longer living?
I mean, this is
It is
not an life
shown
you can.
it is shown resuscitation, fully terminated specimens.
But we are still
Space.
dealing with brain death. Like, we're not
Even
going
brain
to be
death.
You call this thing the Lazarus Project or something like that? Like just bringing people back to life?
He chuckles and he just says, "Well, that's oddly apropos. The classification we've given it is Xenox Lazari, or this that I have here." And he kind of spins the vial again.
Yeah,
And
I'll take partial credit.
before you say anything else, I know that look on your face. I am partly here. Make sure that whoever, including Rosebud, genuinely takes responsibility for whatever is happening on the station. It is unacceptable that this has happened. My team is being sent to make sure that that kind of responsibility is taken.
How long have these experiments been going on?
He pauses. About 6 months.
Oh, God. So we know nothing. We have absolutely no idea the long-term effects of any of this at this point.
He sighs and says, "Oh, need that data. We need to have that time to be able to get that data to begin with."
Do not touch this yellow juice, friends.
He sighs, and Joanna says, "Well, that was insightful. Still,
It's super piss.
it's super piss." He does say, said, are we still on schedule? What has happened on this side?"
Wait. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
"Yes."
Uh, we've talked about, its use on the dead tissue and donor organs and all of that. Has it been applied to a living subject yet? Of any kind?
Of course. Had no effect.
No effect, you say?
Yeah. Seems that the body metabolizes the metabolizes this bacteria. It only takes effect if the material is inert.
Interesting. Okay, please, you were going to say something else.
Oh no, I was gonna check. Has the mission been aborted? Because I mean, I guess I don't blame you, but I need
We
to
were
find a way
half
on that station.
we were halfway about to. I was 3 steps away from staging a mutiny myself.
He looks at Fred in horror, and Joanna chuckles and just says, "Yeah, Fred. Yeah, you sure were. Not to say that I wouldn't have helped you, but
Nah, it's a cooperated it's a cooperated effort.
look, Doctor, we're getting to the station. That's all you need to worry about." And he says, "Good. Like I said, I this the potential behind this medically, you could save hundreds, thousands of lives. And I mean that. It's not
How does
research
Yeah,
I would let go
how does
easily."
it I'm sorry, I actually didn't mean to interrupt you that specific time. Say again?
All they were gonna add is this research is just the beginning. I mean, biotechnology, it's something that humanity, from the dawn of medicine, that's something that humanity has been a part of. Any advances we could find, especially ones such as these, it can be for a lot of good, and I've seen it used for good.
Did you say that it had absolutely no effect whatsoever on living on those that were living subjects?
It did. It did, or it did, it did not.
Gotcha. So if someone were to have a burn or something, burn tissue, but they're living, it doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Would help with
Well,
recovery, but that would be about it. Body would still
or,
naturally heal. It would just help
so
The
with
it,
it.
dead cells would be undead.
oh, the dead. Huh.
Do not touch the yellow juice.
No, maybe I got a boo boo or something. I don't know.
Do not. Kolya is like discreetly positioning himself next to the chicken, like between everyone else and it, if possible, with the
Mhm.
intention that he's going to stay behind when everybody else leaves and see if he can poke at it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, if you have anything else to add, I would say like the doctor is looking to like kind of like wrap up.
The look back at the doc and say, I appreciate being in your good hands. I was really worried about all the dangerous things happening on this station, but if you and your team are going in to handle it, I'm happy to be the monkey behind the scenes, just banging a wrench on something and seeing if I can make it go. So,
He looks surprised and he just says, I genuinely appreciate that. You don't have to. He kind of stammers a little bit, but like straightens himself up and says, "No, I understand how it looks any given moment. It's, in my opinion, it's people like us that try to keep, on some level, the corporations in some kind of line, even if it's only a little."
I can't claim altruism or anything. I was convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that we were going to be the ones sent into the front line to deal with whatever this is. I'm just glad that we might not have to.
I'll try to see to that.
Have a good one, Doc. We'll see what we can do. Getting the
Uh,
ship on that station.
mhm. And yeah, Maison and Joanna kind of like saunter out. She like offers him some coffee, and they chat for a little bit more. Yeah, Fred, do you follow them or anything, or Fred?
Oh, Fred, sorry.
You're
I
good.
uh yeah, I'll go and follow them out. I'm not following like full speed, like I'll let them honestly uh take off ahead of me.
Well, Kolia, you're alone in the med lab.
Yeah. So I'm, I don't know technical details about all of the equipment here, although I will note that Kolya had, I did establish last session that Kolya had taken the time to familiarize himself with this equipment, so
Mhm.
he would know what's in here. But I'm just like trying to do what I can to like inspect the tissue and like uh see if I can get a sense of like what's going on with this chicken, which is, as I understand it, not inert yet. Like it's still got a while because he said it
Yes.
takes like an hour to become inert.
Yes.
So yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to inspect the tissue, the ligaments, the like muscle tissue, all of that stuff.
yeah. And because this is like a controlled environment and you have zoology, I'll say like you're able to like pretty thoroughly kind of like poke and prod at this like chicken leg, and you're able to confirm like it's generating like a sense of body heat and seems to be physically active on some level, like biochemically. It responds to touch directly, and if you try to go for a dissection, it does seem to like spasm a little bit. So, but
You said it was like moving around,
yes,
like in a way that did not seem arbitrary. If I like crack because is it in like a container of some kind right now?
yeah, I'd say it's like imagine like a round specimen container that you would see like in a lab that is like it's a clear kind of plastic with like a maybe a lid on top, almost like a big specimen
Yeah,
jar.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, that's what I was imagining. So I want to experiment with like what kinds of stimuli it responds to. So I want to like see if I can like crack the lid and see if it responds to the air coming in, and like see if I can put a heat source and like see if it responds to that. Like I want to understand what kind of stimuli it actually uh, understands.
I would say cracking the lid, it seems to have some response, but not much. It's not like it like saw it. The best that you can deduce is maybe it like felt slight vibration up there, so it like is like
Well, I'm
orienting
wanting to like
itself towards
generate
it.
airflow.
Gotcha. Um, it doesn't seem to have a response to that. Heat, however,
Okay.
if you like put like a slight Bunsen burner or something under it, it does. It moves away. It moves away from the heat source almost seemingly immediately. It like half slides itself to the corner of the specimen jar that it can get to the farthest. It's making kind of like slapping noises against the side of it and is trying to get as far away from the heat source as possible.
Gotcha.
And yeah, uh,
Can I try the opposite and put like ice in the container with it and see if it responds to that?
it doesn't actually itself have a noticeable response, but you notice it like things like internal temperature like going down and it's starting to seem more sluggish. That is like directly in contact with the like chilled area, and if you remove it, it like heats itself back up a little bit. But you're noticing that it's starting to cool down overall. Um, so I'll say this:
Okay.
you do this like over the course of an hour, and slowly watch it go back to being inert.
Okay. Holly's just like taking notes on the results of all of that.
Gotcha.
Oh, I should play the video game correctly.
Uh huh.
What am I doing keeping
Oh,
external notes?
Uh huh. Wow, this whole note board that's meant for everyone to be able to use. Okay. Okay. Um. Then I'm going to say, was there anything? Did you have any follow up to that, Fred? Or are you going back to playing cards?
I think I'm going back to playing cards.
Gotcha. All right. Um. Uh. Then I'd say like after that meeting, um, you guys kind of accrue back into the cockpit. Quincy has like actually been busy like they've set up like a monitor like an entire station with like a couple of keypads now and have been working like they're actively like plugging another console into the together, um, and Joanna says, "All right, I was able to get in contact with Starbus. Wait, were you trying to get my attention?
No, no, no.
Don't scare me like that." Um, uh, but Joanna says, "I was able to get in contact with Starbus. Good news. They are actually willing to cover. They're willing to cover for us. They've given us the okay to actually break the clearance that we're waiting on. That said, they are giving us they're giving us only so much time to be able to buy with it. Starbus will cover whatever red tape initially happens with that clearance breach, but whatever's going to happen now, we got to get in and get out quickly. They gave us 5 days."
I I guess I've never really done this before. What exactly does that mean? Like,
Well,
after 5 days, we're legally responsible for damages or something? Or
no, not quite. Starbus is not legally responsible for us. If Milsec in this case would be able to operate however they see fit.
does that mean we get thrown into jail in Tennyson? Or
She shrugs and says, "Probably any number of things."
okay,
That's it. That's
so we get out before 5 days, then we are covered under Starbus's protections.
Starbus will be able to handle any fallout regarding breaking of that clearance. They'll be able
They're
to
acting
be
as official representatives of Starbus. They take full responsibility during that time, after which we are completely individuals unrelated to the company.
I see. Okay.
you know, bureaucratic hokey pokey. Milsec is still a corporation, so they'll still work on corporate levels with each other. Whatever that means.
Mm.
She kind of rolls her eyes. Either
Well,
way,
let us make sure we are out of here within 5 days then.
on that note, I'm ready to start getting us closer to that. I'm ready to start getting us closer to that station. Um, she says, "We start now. It looks like we'll be within close contact in about 6 hours." Uh, Quincy mentioned being able to remotely access the dock, correct? And they respond and say, "Yes, I believe so." They look over to Colia and they just say, um, "Have you put any thought to whether you'd like to be in here or out there?"
I'm sorry, in where or out where?
Well, if we want to go the direct route, somebody would have to get in direct contact with the dock. That would require a spacewalk. But if we wanted to do it fully remotely, you could do it from here. It just might be a little bit more difficult and take longer.
I am not particularly experienced with spacewalks. If it's possible, I would prefer not to have to do one.
She says,
Of character, that translates to I do not have the 0G skill.
she says, actually, I might have something that can help with that. And looks over to Fred and says, Fred, if you can hold us close enough to the station, I think you could do something with this. And she has actually snuck on a big, like, into the room, a duffel bag. And, like, kind of has to take a moment and, like, hoist something up. And you see a simple kind of salvaging drone. I'm gonna say it can do out of atmosphere, like being able to like fly around and stuff, but normally it would be just like kind of a Roomba thing that would scurry around the ground. Um, uh, and she just says, "I think you could do two piloting at the same time."
Two. I can. I've been able to thread the needle before, so I can do. I pulled a trick or two, so I'll see what I can do.
All right. Okay. You guys then kind of set forth towards the station. Um, any last minute equipment prep, anything you want to double check, any questions that you want to like check?
I do not own equipment.
I I have my explosives and detonator with me,
I will
and my cigarettes.
I will actually field this because I did flesh it out. There is the ship itself is also equipped, so I'll just field that to everyone. So I did add. If you look under the ship's like that's just like various stuff that you can find around. So if there's anything in there, just let me know so I can remove it from there. You put it in your goddamn backpack, so that way we don't get like duplicates and stuff.
Oh, I would love to have assorted tools.
Wow, sniped from Jackson immediately.
um, it's concerning that there's only one back suit for a 26-person ship.
I'll put it this way: you guys can find helmets, but a vac suit, it like it's like a bulkier version of your current like jumpsuit, essentially. Like it's much thicker and heavier. But yes, you guys can find like air breathers and like helmets to be able to be space safe. So the company tells you in an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And you do know that your jumpsuits are. I will say you are confident that they are known to be space safe, but they are for emergency. If you don't have like a vaccine or something normally.
From my perspective, like, I mean, all of this stuff would be useful to have, but as far as what we know, like, I don't have any knowledge of what we're getting ourselves into yet, and Kolya is not, like, you know, Kolya's not likely to wander around with an axe unless there's a reason for it.
Fair.
So,
I
don't think I'm taking any of this.
I think I'd load up. Funnily enough, I don't love the idea of carrying around like.
You want to leave the dynamite? You want to leave the explosives on the ship?
Yeah, I just
You can.
I just don't love the idea of. Yeah. So in terms of
I mean,
What
it could be
slot?
useful if we wanted to. I mean, depending on what state this place is in, but if there's entire stations locked down from damage, we may have to blast our way through something.
It's fair. You know what? You're right. I don't love the idea, but yeah.
As long as we can do it in a controlled manner, nothing worse than a out of control fire on a spaceship.
Yeah.
And I will say you can verify that this is like a mining charge essentially, so it's like meant to do like it can do like a controlled blast.
I think on that note, having said that out loud, I will take a fire extinguisher.
Just in case. Well, Sean has one fire extinguisher.
Explain to
is
me
medium.
your space slots.
Okay, it to me is simple. Small is 1 slot, medium is 2 slot, large is 3 slot. And there's something bigger that's 4
Okay.
slots. And minuscule is things that are small enough that they would feasibly take up 1 slot together. That's why they're a
Okay.
percent.
So I'll go ahead and I don't feel like I need my cigarettes. I don't feel like I need my shot glasses. So I'll stick with if I'm actually gearing up for real, then I'll take the emergency personal safety harpoon rigging gun and 200-meter paracord. Take the hand welder. Take the crowbar and the boarding axe and the assorted tools. So, but it's like half the stuff, honestly. But like a real honestly, if that's too much thinking about it, I could put a couple of them back because like I don't need the boarding axe.
You're just
Sword
clanking
tool.
around. Let me see.
I think the welder would actually be quite good.
You go to my book of secrets. My book of secrets. Okay, in retrospect, I'll make sure to tag this in the future because my brain, I did that thing where I was like, "We'll talk about it." Well, I'll just tell them, and I'm like, "No, I shouldn't have just told them. I should have just had this all on here." Medium, medium. I think I made that medium. I could do this real fast. I could do this very fast. Yes, it is medium. Medium. So the assorted tools are like a toolbox.
Okay.
A lot of this is actually medium size, so keep that in mind.
Okay. No, it's actually pretty useful. So yeah, I'll utility belt with fanny pack. I'm trying to remember what that was.
Oh, that's just a description
Just
of
your
what you
bag.
keep all your shit in, just for flavor.
Oh, okay.
It's where you're putting. It's how you're. So because I imagine this, like you have like a utility belt that's like slots that things can like dangle off of it and shit. So I do like that you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go, and you're just like jangling around with a fucking boarding axe strapped to your goddamn belt,
Boy,
which you
oh
can
my.
do. What's up?
I said, boy, I might.
And I believe this was big. Yes.
Happened.
Yeah. There you go. There. That should
Cool.
update all the sides on that end.
Perfect.
And I made you a little locker, which honestly, you probably could all just have a general locker be like, I need to put this someplace where it's not gonna take up space in my butt.
We're geared up.
Uh-huh. Geared up and ready to shit.
Sorry, I'm pulling all the. Let's see. I think I'm literally gonna pull out these. How much is what size is the paracord?
I'm gonna say medium.
Cool.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like a bundle of rope. The idea I go by is like small items are things that would comfortably fit in your hand that take up the whole hand. Medium-sized items are things that you could like kind of do with one hand feasibly, but can be operated more easily with two. Large items are things that need two hands, and then there's enormous size for really big shit. Um, and that's things like mining lasers and shit.
All right, I think I've nearly got my stuff. I'll leave those. Hey, Chloe, I'll leave those surgical tools for you.
Yeah, the surgical
I
tools
have
are in the
surgical
lab.
tools. I have my surgical tools already.
Oh, nice.
All right.
If I
You
understand
got
what a paracord is,
it's space rope. It's your rope.
it's be
It's hemp.
nice. That pairs well with the rigging gun, so we
Mhm.
can.
I'm gonna say innately the rigging gun has like 50 feet of cord attached to it normally. But like
Nice.
yeah, you can jury rig it that it you can put the 200 on there too.
Perfect.
It's your emergency space harpoon because as you guys know, your suits do not have so I would say like unless you specifically have like a vac suit, like just your jumpsuits, if you are in dead space, if you are in the middle of space, you have no way to like you can't move, you can't do anything. You don't even have like jets or really anything. You don't
Yeah.
you're just in space. You're just in 0G. So the idea is it's your emergency harpoon that you use when you are in an emergency in 0G that you can securely affix yourself back to a shuttle in the uh, uh, condition that you were somehow separated from the ship. You know, for safety.
Hmm.
Okay. Um. So yeah, if everybody's ready, uh, I'm gonna say like if you guys are like kind of setting up station, do you guys want to try using the salvage drone then to directly hook in?
Sounds like it.
Okay. So like Joanna's showing Fred like the like general connection that she's like hooked up to his console. Quincy is kind of showing you the little monitor station that they have ready for you, Sean, and you guys start your approach towards the station. Um, as you guys get closer, uh, do you guys just wait? Do you try to reach out to the station at all?
Um, I mean, I thought the plan was to try to reach out to the station.
I mean, like through comms or anything, like through the radio.
I mean, we can try again.
Yeah. Um, give give me that. Roll me them bones. I want to stress you out, damn it.
Just an intellect check, or
Yeah.
bad? Bad and wrong.
What did you get?
85.
Oh, um, oh, okay. Well, take one stress, Sean. Uh, when you try to use the comm, um, you notice on every other channel but the Milsec channel, like what you were using the contact, what Milsec contacted you on, which if you check that, like you still can hear them. You hear like a notification just saying like your clearance is continuing to be processed. Um, you're not getting interference. You're getting like nothing. Like it, because like it seems that all of the channels are dead, which doesn't seem right. Something seems wrong about that. Um, so yeah, as you guys approach, uh, I'm gonna say like, uh, you guys get in about, I'm gonna say, about 300 meters, 500 meters of the station to be able to do this, because the salvage drone has to make it a pretty long distance out there. Um, uh, Joanna is like in the airlock room and is like, or next to what, there's like an airlock that they're like standing above, and they're like over the intercom, they're like, okay, Fred, you ready?
Let's do it.
Kolya, Quincy? Quincy says, ready.
Ready.
All right. They open they release the airlock and the drone goes out. Um, Jackson, go ahead and give me a check, an applicable check.
For piloting, let's see. Plus 15. See, first, I don't know if speed would be the right thing because, like, well, I guess maintaining a particular speed or something.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Uh, no, sir.
What'd you get?
92. 92.
Okay. Well, take one stress, Jackson. Um, yeah. You are like flying it out, and it you're like kind of flying it out, piloting out, and it's getting closer and it's getting closer and it's getting closer, and then the line, I want to say, like, because when Quincy said direct line, like they're trying to essentially hook an Ethernet cord up to this from your ship. It goes taut.
Yeah.
It goes taut. The drone can't quite get close enough at your current range.
Okay.
And Joanna has now come back up towards the top and just says, "Okay, how's everything looking?"
I don't think we quite got close enough.
Well, try to, I guess, get us a little closer. She kind of swallows when she says that.
All right. Well, everyone, prepare to clench all of your butt cheeks. I'll make a second pass.
Yeah. Give me another pilot check.
see, it's 0 to 99, so I'm just trying to think of. So that means that. Sorry, I'm trying to think of like what. I got 2 10s, and I was like, I think that means that is.
2 10s? Well, what? Well, that's under. That should be under because 10. Yeah, that'd be 11. 2 10s? That'd be 11.
Yeah, that'd be 11. Yeah.
Yes. Then actually, I would say like yeah, you're able
Actually,
to
0
get
to 99. 0 to 99.
yeah.
Actually, that would just be. That would just be 10. Because the second digit goes from. Yeah, because the first digit goes from 0 to 9, and the second digit goes from 0 to 9, and so the first 10 is actually literally 10, the second 10 is 0.
All right. I will say like
No. Because you have a 0 on your die that would be 0.
Yeah.
So 10 would be 1
1.
0, not 1
1.
1.
Yeah.
No, it's not that because you could roll 90 on your percentile, and then you could roll 10 on your single die, and that would equal 100, and that's outside of the bounds of how that.
Yeah, no.
The 10 is a 1.
The 10 is yes. It should go from 1 it should go from 0 to 9. That's what your die should say. My die say 1 to
Unless you have a
from
die
0
that
to
goes
9.
from 1 to 10.
Yeah, they should say 0. Oh, you can't see. Oh, yeah, you can. Mine says 0.
Even if it's a D percentile, they usually
Yeah.
go from 0 to 90.
Right. My whole point was just that the ones die would have to go from
No, it's 0 to 9, 10 to
Yeah.
19, 20 to 29.
yeah.
So if you rolled a 1, that is 20. That is 10, 1, 11.
Yeah.
Right. My point is that the 10 on the ones die would be 0.
No, because it starts at 10. The first
Yeah.
block is 10. So
Yes.
your 10, your 0
This
is
is
10.
Yes, this is 1. It says 10,
Right.
but this is 1.
If you're rolling a d10, right,
Yes.
and you get 10 on your d10, that has to be 0. It can't be 1 because there's a 1 on a d10. If your 1 on your d10 is 1 and your 10
Here.
on your d10 is also 1,
Hold your
that can't
dice up
work.
and show us what you're showing us on the dice.
Because most D10 have a 0 and not a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine, and that 0 is 10. That is correct.
0 is 10.
Because if you roll a d10 normally and it lands on 0, you know that is the value of 10. You don't roll
Well,
a
you're
0.
thinking D&D style. Think of it as 0. You want the number 0 for where it says 0 now. It is 0 to 9 in this case. It is not 1 to 10.
Yes. So I rolled a. I mean, the difference was whether we rolled.
Which
a
means
10 or
if you
11.
roll 2 zeros, that's the best result you can have
Yeah.
because it also
Yeah.
crits.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
literally 0. Yeah, I was
Yes.
saying.
Yes, you
the-
ultra critted.
The percentile is 10, so it's actually 10 because that goes from 0 to 90, and the ones place was a 10 or a 0, depending on how it was
Yes.
a 0.
Treat your 10s as zeros.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's just semantics, but yes, you rolled 2 zeros. That means not only did you succeed.
No. I rolled. No, I rolled. The percentile die was a 10. Like,
That's-
it's a 0 and it's the 10.
Okay, so it's a 1 and a 0. God.
He's saying he has a D10 with a 10 instead of a 0 on it. And so he has to reverse engineer his 10 on his D10 to be a 0.
Okay.
But his D percentile rolled a 10.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's 10. Yeah.
So you got 10. You succeeded.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that then you're able to get well within range without and you're able to steady the ship and match because the dock is like actively moving, so like you're able to drift along with the dock and almost make like a slight like rotational orbit with it where you can stay in line with it. And you've like got the systems to be able to do that, and you're able to get the and I'll say with a 10 you're able to get the drone up to it no problem. Uh as soon as would you say or do anything when you hook up the drone?
Uh, I'll just say all clear.
Quincy looks at you, Colia, and says, "All right," and they start typing. Um, Go ahead and give me an intellect, and we're gonna try something with this. But go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
Mm, 17.
17. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You almost immediately, both of your in direct communication with each other, and like uh the you're able to gain access to the auxiliary power seemingly like no issue. Both you and Quincy. Uh and it seems to be going pretty well so far. Quincy says, I think we're lined up. Give me another 30 minutes. I think we'll have those doors open. We can get in no problem. And that's when you hear Quincy typing. You're kind of like, wow, this is going pretty well, actually. Uh, Off the boy, I should ever remember ship sides. What's the right side of a ship? Is that starboard? I think that's starboard. Um, Off the starboard side, uh, leading towards Iapetus Pylon. Um, you see, you see, you see something exiting the station. Um, uh, and you hear Joanna go, "The hell is that? The hell is that?" And as you look over, um, you guys see a shuttle leaving Iapetus. Do either of
I
you
mean, if
have
it's coming
an?
from the desk, I mean, if it's coming from the direction of Iapetus, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Do either of you have an immediate response to that?
I don't think it occurs to Kolya that it would be odd for there to be a shuttle leaving.
Fred.
I'll just kind of mutter and be like, eh, somebody's eager to get out of here.
Joanna says, Milsec said there was a quarantine though.
Interesting.
Is the entire station under quarantine? I mean, we're coming, aren't we?
And we're breaking clearance to do it. When I said we were given permission to break clearance, we were even given permission to break the quarantine.
So we're not going to be stuck on the quarantine just like everybody else is then.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Do you? I mean, that's kind of important. What about when I'm going to be trying to take my parents off of this place.
I'm gonna make sure to help you get your parents off no matter what. As far as I'm concerned, whatever Milsec is dealing with is Milsec's business.
All right.
Quincy says that they seem concerned about something. They say, Captain, if there is a quarantine going on, they seem hesitant. Joanna just says, it's not our problem. Don't worry about it, Quincy. It's fine.
They may be able to tell us a little bit more about what's going on in this place, though, if we can make contact.
Go ahead. I'd say give it a shot.
I give it a shot.
Give it a shit.
Bad.
What's bad? How bad?
61.
Take 1 stress. And you are able to navigate your kind of like comms array towards that ship. And you hail out to them. And at first, there's no response. Do you have any? Do you try to give like any call out or anything, Colia?
I mean, we would have like an official thing, right? Like I just do our official, whatever our official message is.
Okay. Yeah, you give a call out to them. And there's like some static. And you give like another call out, and there's a little bit more static. And you think you hear an alarm going off. And there's a little bit of crackling, and there's a sound in the background, and you hear a voice. Oh, bad time for an ad. You hear a voice say, hello? Is someone there? We... Oh. And the shuttle explodes.
It's one hell of a quarantine.
What the fuck? Joanna's like struck. Like she's completely taken by surprise. And a few seconds later you feel the like entire ship shudder as the explosion from that ship, the like first shockwave of it passes your ship.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing goddamn surgery over here.
Actually, go ahead and give me a piloting check, Jackson.
Yeah. 64. For me for this it would be 60, I believe.
Okay, take 1 stress. I'll say that you didn't lose connection to the station, but the ship is like rocked and buffeted a little bit. And you're like kind of spun out a little bit, like off nose from the station a little bit, because I imagine you were facing the station, so you're like a little bit off orientation, um, and the captain is like, ah, shit. Colia, Colia, Quincy looks over to Colia and says, I am going to try to hurry up. I'll need your help. And Captain
Hurry up
looks
and
over.
what?
The captain goes up to you, Fred, and says, fuck. Can you are you able to hold it?"
She weren't meant to do this. She weren't meant to do this. I'll keep her steady as long as I can, but it's like balancing. It's like balancing on a tight wire. I'm gonna slip at some point.
She says, "This is too. God damn it! This is too. This is probably too scuffed. She looks at where the explosion is and says, "We have a problem. If
Any
that
closer, any closer, we run into the station itself. Any further, we rip our cord.
not only
What
that
now?
that shuttle did not that shuttle exploded out in space far enough away that if we don't do something, we're gonna get drugged through its wreckage."
Are we on a path with this debris? Like, I look out and it's like,
You are.
I will take another pass at this if I have to.
I,
Quincy, can you pull the plug?
um, Quincy says. No. If we did that, we wouldn't. I don't know if we have enough time to be. I've almost got it open, and the captain says,
I'll
"I
buy us time if you need it.
How much time?"
No, I mean, I'll bring us around after this.
Um,
You got. I start like doing some sort of angle math, like looking at the screen, just trying to see how the debris is approaching, and I'm like, you got. If you're doing it now, you got like 3 minutes.
I can do that. Quincy says, "I can do that." Uh, and Captain says, "It's gonna. Are you sure that you can do that?" God, I hate this. We're fucking fighting this ad break right now. um, yeah.
You got three. You got 3 minutes, Quincy.
Uh,
And after the ad break, you'll find out whether Quincy succeeded or not.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll let this pass. This will give me some time to process. These ads have been awfully timed today, whereas before they were like perfectly at the end of a scene. They've been right in the middle of every goddamn scene, it feels like.
Ain't that just the way?
Uh-huh.
Told Quincy had 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes.
It's the curse. It's the curse. Uh I'll actually hold on music. Actually, I know what to do. While the ads go. Um yeah, we'll have that for now. Uh but how are we all feeling so far? How are we all feeling so far? Good.
You know, right?
Mm-hmm. I think I I like the position we're in, and do let me know. Uh, I don't. Do let me know. What? I don't know. My brain wanted to ask a question, but didn't have a question ready to ask you. Hey, thank you for
Thank you for the
resubscribing,
subscription,
Silos.
Silo.
No ads.
Hey,
81 months.
81 months of no ads.
81 months of no ads. How does it feel? How does it feel to be in the no ads club talking to us right now? But
You have to watch
yeah.
the ad?
No. Wow. That's bullshit. Twitch, that's bullshit. Wait, that doesn't
I
make
thought that
sense.
was
How
the
did you
whole
hear us
point
say
of.
that?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second.
Wait a
Silos.
dang minute.
Hey, wait a second, Silos. That seems hokey. Um, yeah, I hope this goes about as smoothly stressful as I hope it will be. Um, there's something I actually want to be a little more clear on how roles are supposed to really feel. Is there is a little bit of Calvin ball that they encourage that there aren't set thresholds, but they do encourage like a sort of partial success system and like a weighted system on some level. So like obviously if you like roll like close to 100, yeah, that's a complete failure. But like if you roll close to your skill, you can still achieve a partial success. So keep that in
Hmm.
mind when rolling. It is not an all or nothing system either. Um,
I mean, I feel like that's kind of awkward since you don't know what we need to roll. We do.
Yeah, that's
that's
fair. Like I want to say
fair.
that first roll I did for piloting was like a no, that was a 90 something. Never mind. I rolled like a 60 something cuz piloting excuse me, piloting's like a 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, if you need us to tell you the target and our roll, we can do that.
that would be helpful. Yes.
Okay.
Well, welcome back, everybody. How's everyone doing so far?
I
We're
You
stewing.
am I'm surprisingly buh. I think I have like an hour left in the tank personally.
okay? Gotcha. I will keep that noted. Well, then we'll get back into it. Um, uh, the last thing that Joanna said was she says she looks at Fred and says, "You're sure you can do this?"
I can hold on for just a couple minutes and keep us stable for just a little bit. I'm gonna need to pull that cord if we can't get it open.
Uh, she pauses, and there's like a secondary kind of like explosion from the shuttle uh that you hear in the distance, and it rattles the ship again. Um and she looks at you and says, she says, you she just says, okay. Um, while you guys collect yourselves, I want to try. I want to try something. Um, and this will be kind of like a little bit of mass rolling. Uh, so the things I want you to do is I want you both to actually roll for applicable stats um, at the same time. So everybody roll. Kolia. Here's what I'll do. I need to go around and ask first. Uh, Jackson, what is your character trying to do right now?
Just trying to thread that needle, trying to be close enough. It's three ways at this point. Trying to restabilize, and keep in the orbit, keep in sync with Tennyson, while staying not too close to run our ship into Tennyson, but also stay not too far away to pull the cord, and also trying to make sure I don't hit any debris. But thankfully, we've got just a minute or two before debris hits us, so that'll be a couple minutes problem.
Okay, that would be yeah. I would say that would be a piling check. Um, and hold on, rolling that this second. Kolia, uh, what are you doing? Quincy is going to want your help, but what are you doing?
I mean, I guess helping Quincy.
Okay. Um, both of you go ahead and roll that, and while you guys are getting ready, uh, uh, you see Joanna get on the radio, and she starts saying out, "Mayday, Mayday! This is Joanna Powers, captain of Starbus Shuttle, the Nelly, shuttle code 129. We're too close to the station to abort approach and are making an emergency landing." Go ahead and give me your rolls.
74.
74?
85. 85 out of a needed 47.
74 out of 60.
Okay. That second explosion continues to like take you. Both of you take one stress, and uh, you are kind of pushed a little bit off nose, and I'm gonna say like the cord like almost goes taut between the station and the ship. Uh, 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 Sean, um, Quincy looks at he's like really focused, and you are starting to feel pressure building on trying to keep up with what they're doing on the coding on their side. um uh okay. uh uh what do you guys do next?
I say it back. This better be quick, because I'm losing it.
Okay.
I think
Oh
we should
shit,
abort, circle around, let's try again.
I'm dumb. Also, everybody gets an ongoing plus 10. Sorry. I don't think that would have allowed anyone to succeed, but uh
I
uh
would have been close. So 70
yeah.
out of 74.
Okay. Gotcha. Um then yeah, you're like pulled top, but you're still connected to the station. Um
We either blow our way in or we go around. We're not getting through this way.
mm, Oh my god, this is really. Uh,
You're a
Quincy
cruel
says.
mistress, Quincy. You're a cruel mistress, Quincy. You really like making me sweat.
Quincy says, "Fuck." Oh man. Uh, Quincy said. Quincy looks to Colia and says, "Grab, grab." Fuck. Yeah. This is such a bad idea. Yeah. Uh, grab Fred's. Chill.
All right. This is certainly the more dangerous of the two options, but I'll do as I'm told. And I go grab Fred's satchel. And
As
get
okay.
ready to try to arm the whatever amount of explosives I feel is necessary.
Mm-hmm. Um, how are you gonna try to get the uh? Because I will say with that good success, like you were able to get the salvage drum back onto the ship from earlier. How are you gonna get the how are you gonna get the satchel to the dock?
Um, how close are we?
I'm gonna say you guys are within. I'm gonna say you guys are within 150 meters.
Um, then I'll just latch myself and zipline out there.
Okay,
Zipline
you're
is not the right word, but you
okay.
know what I mean.
Um, you're gonna
I
try
mean,
to
we
do
don't
a
have time to do
spacewalk.
anything else. Like, we gotta go now. Like,
Okay,
if we're not leaving, which is what I think we should do, then we need to blow it up right now.
okay. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna say, go ahead and if you have a roll ready for that, Fred, what are you doing when he goes to do that?
If you're grabbing my dynamite, I'll say, I've been carrying that for weeks, and now I don't even get to use it. All right, just make sure that we can. Just make sure to not hit our ship. We need to be able to leave Tennyson. We got to be able to get out of here too.
All right.
Agreed.
As you're doing that, uh, Joanna is on the line, like shouting out over the radio, continuing a mayday out to the station. Go ahead and give me your guys's rolls.
What am I rolling?
I would say if you're trying to get out to the if you're trying to get out to the station, probably a speed. I'd say just a speed roll.
Cool.
And ongoing, 77 out of 70.
I got 59 out of a needed 54 with the plus 10.
Okay. Take an additional stress each. I will say like Fred, you are fighting the controls, but you're still keeping it close enough to the ship. But it's definitely giving you a hard time. And I'll say like Kolia, you like get on a like safety helmet and like get tethered to the ship. I'll say like you know how to get yourself tethered to the ship, so that way you're not just like free floating. And you jump out of an air lock near the front of the ship. Um, and head towards the station with this satchel. And you hear over the radio Quincy just say, "If we're going to do this fast, place the charge at this terminal point. That should be able to unlock the bars, and I think I can do one more thing and it should open." I'm gonna say, yeah. If you want to try to set that bomb, to me, an intellect would make the most sense for a save. Um, and then, yeah, if you want to keep ongoing, Jackson, as this is happening, uh, Fred and Colia, you look over out where the shuttle wreckage was, and you see it much larger and much closer as like humongous pieces of shrapnel are coming towards you as you guys are spinning along the side of along with the station. And they are looking much closer.
It's our last shot. I pulled out after this. We're about to hit debris.
Bang.
11?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Am I rolling piloting, or am we going on 11?
I'd say if you don't do piloting, it will make things more difficult.
Well, I'm gonna do some piloting. It's 90.
My god. Okay. This is okay. Well, Jackson, you take one stress. Fred, Colia, you get to that spot, and when you go to that spot to plant the bomb, you also see that essentially Quincy has guided you to like the emergency release on the dock, and it's literally just a lever. You just have to pull a lever. You don't have to set up a bomb or anything. Like, you just have to open.
Quincy. I open it. The hell kind of shitty ass diagrams do we have of this goddamn facility?
But as soon as you like pull that, you start seeing some of the first bits of the wreckage approaching, and one, like, not a super large piece strikes the ship and kind of buckles the line right when you pull it, and the ship is thrown off a higher degree, and Sean, you also are like given a bit of whiplash. Go ahead and give me a body save, Sean.
I will not. Oh shit, I actually passed. 20.
Okay, yeah. I'll
20
say
out
like
of a needed 20.
I'll actually say, like, when that happens, you're like kind of flung. So it's like, it's not the whiplash of like the line holding you. Like, the ship like careens off to the side and you're like just drug. But you're able to like right yourself and like actually start reeling yourself back into the ship. To which Quincy says, I think I've got it. Or to which Quincy says, "I think I've got it." Oh boy. And you start hearing the doors starting to lurch. Or here, you start seeing the doors starting to lurch open. And I'll say, Fred, it's starting to open. It's not safe enough to enter. Or it's opening, it's not exactly safe enough to enter.
Um, man of my word. I've been screwing up. Like I've been falling apart at the seams. I'm leaning into the fact that I really have been getting stressed. Like I've been falling apart at the seams. I've not been able to hold at any point in time this entire time. I've not been able to hold this ship together in a way that I've needed to. I've got to abort and readjust.
Okay. Give
So I
me.
want to I want to pull away from the I want to start pulling away from the debris
Okay.
and
Uh,
getting ourselves resituated.
yeah, go for it.
Do I know where Kolya is right now?
Colia is still outside of the ship, but you do know that they were able to start retracting.
I'm not going to hit the thrusters hard because G-force with those kind of swings externally. I'm just going to prioritize dodge and debris.
Okay. You still have +10 ongoing.
Finally, I did the right thing. 34
All right.
out of the 70.
You there another like kind of you're able to like avoid as some of this debris is starting to pass you guys, and if you look off to starboard you can see like almost the main mass of this shuttle starting to come towards you, but you're able to avoid uh getting hit long enough that Sean is able to get inside. You hear the shuttle rattling like crazy, and the doors painstakingly eke open. Uh, and uh, you start. Do you start a final approach?
Yeah, yeah. Once Kolya is fully uh, back inside, kick it into high gear, and yeah, readjust and set ourselves in for the approach.
All right. Hey, give me that roll them bones. One last time, I think.
Yeah. Well, with an ongoing of 10, 61 out of
Uh,
70.
out of 70. Yeah. I'll say um you kick on the boosters, and Polia, you feel the jolt of the ship as it starts to approach. Um there's a little bit more rattling as you hear debris, a couple pieces of debris bouncing off of the ship. Um, and the doors open just enough. You've like slowed your entry just enough that the doors open. You're able to touch onto the kind of like landing service and are able to get inside of the dock without the ship taking any additional damage. When you guys hit the kind of dock um, uh, uh, landing pad, there's a shutter as you guys hit pretty hard. Maybe the lights flicker for a second, um, and you start to feel it slow down as you guys enter the uh, dock. Um, Everyone kind of relaxes. as best as they can. Um, uh, Joanna, this whole entire time, she's been kind of essentially been trying to stay focused, giving a call out for a mayday, um, hoping that it would help, try to keep everyone focused on what needed to be done on their own things. She's kind of silent for a second. Um, if you look over at her, Fred, she is resting the like kind of mouthpiece to the radio against her chest.
Right here. Time to get to work.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, well, we're here. Time to get to work.
Yeah. She nods. Um, and just says, she looks over at Fred and says, "Thank you, Fred."
Don't thank me. It was a shit performance.
She kind of shudders and cracks a smile. Uh, and yeah, you guys have made it onto the ship as safely as you can, and reading the room a little, it sounds like. Uh, I mean, I have more, but we can stop there if you'd like.
I will. I don't know inside your brain. Um, I could go a little bit longer, but if like this is like the best stopping place, and there's like probably another pretty significant section after this, then yeah, then maybe this is uh, a fool that I am and never actually got any food today. So I
Oh,
should have
oh
should
no.
yeah, I just sort of I was between activities for all day, and
Oh.
I was doing something right before this that ran into session time. Never actually, yeah.
Excellent
Uh,
perform consumption.
he must conform consumption. I mean, like, I think this is probably the best stopping point because otherwise it's just getting ready for getting onto the dock and then getting into the dock. So, this probably is the best stopping point we're gonna get. Um, well,
Koya, just when he gets on the ship, just says to Quincy, updates our fucking maps, and walks off.
they just nod. Um, uh, yeah, I I'll say like you guys probably like Joanna doesn't say any necessarily even say anything. She just kind of like makes herself scarce for a little bit. Uh, you guys made it onto the ship. You did good. You did good.
We're on the
Um,
shippy.
you made it.
Shipping.
You made it onto the shippy. um, yeah. Uh, I hope that went well. I hope that went well. I think I had one of those. You ever have one of those moments where you're like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do, and then you try to do the thing, you're like, oh, that wasn't gonna work, but it's fine.
All the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I mean, look at
it's
it
one of
this
those.
way. Oh, go ahead.
It's one of those moments where definitely have those moments of the math ain't mathin'.
Uh
It's
huh.
like it's like this would be a really cool story thing, but I just can't line it up quite right.
It's not even just that. It was more just like I intended to like have to like be saying Joanna's lines actively in the background, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be way too awkward. This is not gonna work." So, oh well. But I still have it all written down, so I'll still probably utilize them in other ways. It'll be fine. Because she had like a whole thing, but I mean, I think that still went out good. I hope it felt tense. Did it feel tense? Were you scared by my space? By my scare
Apparently, but
space?
back then.
Uh huh. I mean, this is my thing. Is I totally am down to be to be the creepy spooky time when we can, but also I want it. I just want that raw tension sometimes. And space scenes are scary. So
I'm still trying to figure out your brain once in a while
I hope
because
that's not a bad thing.
it's something we could maybe talk about. It's not like we could talk about it on stream, but like it's fascinating because I feel like there are times, many times, where you don't enjoy stress, like stressful decisions and such from a player standpoint, but do enjoy them from a GM standpoint. But it's like very context, like it's like context sensitive. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things like I'm very oversimplifying. Like there's a lot of context for everything, and it's just and I you've got a lot of brain there to unpack.
I do. I'm sorry. I'm multitudes and a hypocrite. um, but yeah. Listen. But everyone is in danger. That's the difference.
Hypo toots.
But yeah. I don't know. I personally like being able to like make a really tense situation to a certain extent of like trying to get people to or not get people but trying to like at least apply enough pressure to see if decisions will happen. But I mean, it goes both ways. Sometimes lockup is rough. Sometimes lockup is rough. Brain don't do. Brain can't think about how to actually do this. Um, so, but yeah, um, yeah. I I think that went pretty well though. I had a good time. Uh,
Yeah.
I hope you guys had a good time too.
Yeah. I got to poke a chicken.
Got to poke a you got to poke a dead chicken.
I'm literally gonna poke a chicken like right after, like we got a rotisserie chicken. Gonna make
That's
some
that good shit.
gonna make some stuff happen with that.
That's obscene. That's obscene. Um, well, uh, yeah, I'll go ahead and start closing up here. Um, the end of session. Did anyone feel like any goals uh were met?
We're getting closer.
Uh-huh. Did technically get Roseboard on board safely. I'd say that'd count.
They know I don't give a shit about them.
Fair enough. You can abstain for taking the stress if you don't want it, or for removing the stress if you don't want to. uh,
No, you know what? I'll take it under the comforting thought that they're going to be the ones to deal with the big, scary, big bad.
oh yeah.
They promised that they were gonna handle all the stuff. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'd say everyone can recover one stress from that.
Oh shit! My explosives and detonator are no longer in my. I gotta go pick up
Oh,
another
I put
item.
him back. I put him back. I put him back.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
he
But
ended up
you.
not needing to use it
Oh, that's right.
because he
My
crit.
bad. I. That is correct. Let me go put those back.
Hmm.
It's true, Silas. We do 2 longs and a short.
It creates balance. It creates an average. It creates an average human hair length is what it does.
Honestly,
Interesting.
my short hair is not even that short anymore. Like it's mid. Like it's
Wow, your hair is so mid.
like it can get down to my eyes.
Wow, he didn't even hear what I said because
Got them deep bangs. No, he just didn't care.
uh, well, we'll do one more thing before we go. Uh, thank you everybody for joining. We're gonna make a prompt, and then I gotta share the prompt before we go. I gotta make a picture out of it and share it before we go. Uh,
Chicken leg.
chicken leg poking a chicken leg. Jackson.
While dancing on a tight wire.
Oh my god. Poking a chicken leg while dancing on a tight wire in
Over a fire
space.
pit.
Oh god. How dare you?
No, I
Over a
didn't do it.
fire pit. Oh, that's
Don't
true.
blame
Silos
me.
did.
Yeah, yeah, that was our good friends from the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Silas.
Well, if you guys want to add to that, I have to open my stuff. I'll take a minute, and then I have to make a picture, and then I'll share it before I raid out.
It is funny, by the way. Like
Yeah.
just going back to the hair thing. Wearing this in down like this is such a different style. Like it just creates a whole different aesthetic. Just shuffling hair in a different direction. I don't know. It's
It's true.
same hair, same length, same color, just swooped in a different direction.
That's all it takes sometimes. It doesn't take a lot to do hairstyle.
Styling, bro.
Yeah.
Get styling, bruh. All right. Um, I have to do the thing. Oh no, I have to do the thing. Oh no, I have to do the thing.
Jackson, have you seen Ping Pong?
The animation?
Yeah.
Uh,
I know we watched a little bit of it together once upon a time.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think I saw everything that we all watched together. So I think it was probably like what 2, 3, 4 episodes. I can't remember. It's been quite a while.
Well,
Isaac and I just got around to finishing it recently.
it's
It's
quite
real
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's
nice.
quite good.
It's best new show I've seen in a long time.
From
Dang.
2015.
Well, new to me.
Uh-huh.
Is that show really from 2015? I didn't
I
realize it was
think
that old.
so. 2015, 2016. It's 10 years old. The fucking ping pong the animation soundtrack is 10 years old on
It's
YouTube.
actually
So
2014.
wow, even older. It's a
Jeez.
whole ass decade that new
Well,
ping
hold
pong
on.
show.
Yeah, it is 2014.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, I'm sure Isaac and I will talk about it at more length another time, but
Mm-hmm.
it's It's real good. I liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Probably after grabbing some food, I could probably hang for a little bit.
Gotcha. Well, stick around to the end, everybody else, to do a bit of a closing bit. We do raid at the end of every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. Just everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows. Because it is almost lunchtime for vampires. Thank you. Well, actually, it's almost breakfast time for vampires. And thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following, or clicking any of the links. There's a link to all the socials and the Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to. And just generally, you come hang out with the rest of the community there. Good time on the Discord. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community out there, everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience and we appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag with MCCanary. Link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And if you want to see the stream grow, you gotta let people know. I appreciate that people have been talking about the stream, and I encourage you guys to do it more. It does help us out, and it's just super rad that you guys have been willing to do that. So go tell people about the stream. Go tell your friends about the stream. I won't. And as always, a huge thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream, as well as take on more projects, and the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple other benefits you can get, you can always subscribe directly on Twitch. Check out the Patreon or Ko-fi down below. Or here, I can type. Boy, I'm fine. That'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. And thank you to our mods who wonderful job of holding back the robot army and preventing becoming famous. Thank you, Jackson and Sean, playing through more Mothership with me. I had a good time. Well, do either of you have housekeeping?
No, but I feel like I've asked this question before, but I always forget. When you're calculating what time it is for vampire, do you just flip AM and PM? Like whether it's breakfast time or lunchtime for vampire, do you just like flip like AM and PM like?
I mean, I don't know any vampires. I swear.
You were so you were like, oh no, it's not lunchtime for, it's almost breakfast time for vampires, and I was like, oh, dang, yeah. I thought about it, I was like, well, if I just turn 8:59 p.m. to 8:59 a.m., yeah, it makes sense.
Maybe. Well, Silos can confirm. Is it breakfast time for you, Silos?
I feel like I would have had I feel like I already would have had breakfast already over that time.
Wow. Yeah, but you'd be like doing the equivalent of a vampire waking up when the sun was still up.
Yeah, honestly though. Yeah, I don't like. I legitimately, the sun rises a couple minutes after 7 a.m. here. I legitimately see the sun rise like 3 minutes into starting my shift after I've driven for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I derailed this. I have no housekeeping.
Well, you should go check everybody else out in Goblin Entertainment. Here, that link tree has links to everyone's channels and everything that they've done and they've been up to, and the rest of my stuff here, which has everything that I post to. So you should go check out everybody in Goblin Entertainment. And stick around. We'll go say hi to Compy. She knows what Mothership is, so we should go tell her that we did a session. She's one of the people that I was like, I'm working on this. She was like, oh dude, Mothership's great. I was like, so people do know what it is. She's just doing some Liaison Zero. So everybody go say hi to her. Otherwise, have yourselves a good evening. Take it easy. Jackson, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience?
No, I'm satisfied. I already did my vampire interrogation.
Sean, is there anything you'd like to tell Is there anything you'd like to tell the doctor? Whichever one you want to talk to. Oh. Ah. Do my bidding with your one point of articulation. In a certain sense, it kind of did. Well, now you're on the now you're on the station. You guys feel safe? I think you guys are safe. You're out of like the most dangerous part that I think could have happened. I really was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I just blow up their ship. I don't know what I'm gonna do if that happens. That'd be embarrassing.
We just play new characters. We play the characters that were in the first shuttle.
We just play a different game.
Mm-hmm.